assigned to you for this week. And there are also 3 graded quizzes. Number 1 is Math TFAR opened up today. You have until Thursday to take it. Then there are 2 online quizzes. It's quiz 5.02 and quiz 5.03 due on Tuesday and Wednesday. I will go over each of these quizzes with you guys tomorrow and then on Wednesday. Welcome, welcome. Bryson, it is this week's Fresh TFAR. It just started. If you want to do last week's TFAR, send me an email. I will share with you the link. Vita, welcome, welcome. I did have a great weekend and I appreciate you for asking. What are we learning in this class period? We will determine slope, what we also call unit rate, from graphs, finding slopes from graphs. Let's get started with a discussion question. Right, it's a discussion question over this problem about ramps at a skate park. And now I open up the pinned image. Notice the pinned image is at the top left side. Click it. The side view of 2 ramps at a local skate park are shown. Here is ramp A. Here is ramp B, the 2 triangles. So Michael, I will keep the image up for everybody. Some of you always tell me the image is not pinned. That's okay. It might be pinned for some, it's not pinned for others. This is going to stay up here for you. What measurement do ramps have in common? Part B, what measurement is different between the ramps? Part C, which ramp appears steeper? Justify your answer using part A and B. 3-minute timer starts now. Get started. Get started. Make sure to answer part A, B, and C as they are connected. I cannot say just answer as many as you can, as the questions are. Bryson, you're a little confused. Part A is asking you for what is the same for the 2A and B. What is the same? Common means same number, right? No problem, Stephen. Quickly join Nearpod. Here is the link. And everybody, make sure you will join using your first names only. As you join class, please join Nearpod. So Bryson, what do you see that is same for both triangles? They're actually representing ramps. What is different between the 2? You're also confused, Rajini? Rajini, hop on the mic. The mic is all yours. Put in words your point of confusion, Rajini. Michael has posted. Rajini doesn't understand the problem. Very good. Rajini, Bryson answers the first question in the chat, and Bryson says, Rajini, part A, the back is the same. The bottom is longer. That's how Bryson answered. But we have responses from Jubilee. We have response from Michael. Timer says 40 seconds more on your Regina says yes, the back for the 2 triangles is same for her. Very good, Regina. Regina, you want to put the questions in your own words, so if someone is confused, they can understand it, Regina? Tatiana has in the chat says, oh, go ahead, Rajani. Mike is all yours, dear. Mike is all yours. Timer says it's time. Michael, Jubilee, Alexander, Zainab, and Kayla have responses in the discussion. If you're near pod, you can read those responses. Okay, Rajini, you plan to type? Got it. Rajini says the ramps at the back are both 8. Bryson believes B is steeper. Bryson, hop on the mic. The mic is all yours, Bryson.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Both the back measurements are the same, but on are for A 12 on the bottom is longer, so it doesn't look as steep as B does.
Beautifully answered, Bryson. Beautifully answered. Is anybody still confused about the problem? Vida says, what does the question mean by steep? What does the question mean by steep? George, I'm waiting to read your response. Sean Carlo, Caitlin, Kai, what does the question mean by steep? Amelia, I'm waiting to hear from you. Damaira. Jubilee, the mic is all yours. You want to help us out? Vida says, what does the question mean by steep? Remember in part C? Which ramp is steeper? What does the question mean by steep? Beautifully described. Vida, some of your classmates prefer to type in the chat. Michael says, which has a greater change in less time? Kayla says the height of the ramp when going down. Zainab says steeper means like flock of stairs. It's rising or falling. Vida thinks B. Yes, if you are little Zoe, thank you for making the contribution here. All the people who have made comments in the discussion, nice, nice. Well, if someone is wondering about steepness, some of you are talking about flock of stairs. Absolutely. You are standing here. You are standing here. I'm going to complete the stick figure. Absolutely. Cannot just give the stick person a head, but this is the stick figure, right? If the stick person is going up, if the stick person is going up, which one is easier to go up? Which one is harder to go up? And that's what you guys do when you go to the gyms and you're using that machine, right, to walk. You can change steepness. Regina says, yes, this is gonna be harder. It's gonna burn more calories if you make it this steep like B. Jubilee says when it says steep, it means height of it. A's base is 12, longer than 8. So it's like a ramp. For B, base is 8, so it's the other side, which makes it steep. See, it's more steep is B. Does everybody understand about steepness? Yeah, Vida says thank you, everybody. And notice today's lesson is going to be about slope, and it is going to be from graphs. This was a little, introductory picture to make sense out of it. Okay, as per your request, what do you guys love to do? It's time to climb, right? And I'm using today's time to climb to see your understanding about slopes in general. Got it? What kind of a slope is this, 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 and this? These two are definitely my new slopes, but I want to see how you handle it. And Vida, I really appreciate that. Please join Nearpod so you can participate in the fun activity and also see how much you already know about slopes. Out of a class of 42, only 22 of us are in Nearpod. Out of a class of 42, only 22 of us are in Nearpod. I encourage you guys to join Nearpod so we can actively participate, receive individual feedback, and make it a learning session for everybody. I hit start game, and here. Question 1. A dash slope increases from left to right. Positive, negative, 0, undefined. I want to see what you already know about slopes. What kind of slope will this one have? It is increasing. It is, you always start from left side, like how I drew a stick person on the ramp on the left side. Goes increasing. Goes up. Going up is positive, right? Increasing is positive. Let's see number 2. A dash slope decreases. Vida, like me, I did too. A dash slope decreases from left to right. So here's the stick person. Very good, Regine. Now, 99% of the class got it right. Very good. The stick person is here and it's decreasing. Is it positive, negative? It did autosave, Bryson. It is a negative slope going down. Now comes the challenge questions that you have not learned probably before, but you should have some sense of it. A dash slope is a horizontal line. Grandma can walk easily on flat surfaces, right? So can we. Everybody will walk really nicely on flat surfaces because the slope is, it's not steep. No, Regine. It's not steep in any direction. Not this direction, not this direction. Grandma can walk really easily. 0 slope. No. 0 slope. 0. It is so flat. Anybody can walk. Even a little new learner to walk, right? New toddlers who start to walk, they can walk easily. Flat. Now this, even young people like you have hard time to walk. Some of you might climb the log, right, like this, but walking is not possible. Mathematicians have not figured out a number value for the slope yet, and that's why they call it what they call it, right? Because, see, they've not learned to calculate its value. It is definitely an undefined slope. Very good. See how you guys are all showing progress. You guys did really well on this Nearpod. On this time to climb. Very good. It did, Vida. Just log back in. Well answered, Michael, followed by Violet and Stephen, followed by Alexander, George, Zana, Demira, Gerritzel, and Regine. Well done, well done. Class, remember, the answers are embedded in. Please make sure to create a little notes in your math notebook so you will always remember, right? Grandma will easily walk on the 0 slope, right? Because it is so flat. This is undefined. You guys will also have hard time walking because you will maybe climb logs and a lot of you are good at it, or climbing trees. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on. Here's my very first question. And I want you guys to show me what you already know. You guys have a good sense of positive slopes, negative slopes, 0, and undefined by now, right? Show me if you can calculate a number value for the slope. Can you find slope from the graph lines? This is the lesson objective for today's class. Get started. Before I teach you, show me how you are going to use rise over run, how you are going to use my right side, find rise, run, and slope, right? To figure out the number value of the graph. Do not worry about these words. Some of you are very interested to answer because you know the answers. But this is the part that I am concerned about. I would say 3-minute timer starts now because you also have to brush up your memory to think about how you find slope. Get started. 3-minute timer has now started. As you are working, my task is to give you individual feedback. If I can see your active slide, I can give you individual feedback. Emma, I have not seen you in your pod, and I am waiting. Regine's feedback. Regine, make sure you are on the graph side, Regine, and try to tell me what is rise, run, and slope. These are 3 things I'm going to be trying to see. I'm not trying to see fill in the blanks at this point, but absolutely right. We need 2 points to find slope. We need 2 points to find slope, right? But this is the part I will be grading you, the graph part. Rise, run. Alexander, notice we have to do rise first and then the run. Alexander, first rise and then do the run. Got it? Let's see what are going to be your answers. Kayla, you have shown me mastery. Very good. Very good. Kayla, go ahead, look at practice question 1. Make sure to check your answer from the following slide. Move on, Kayla. Let me see what Zainab is going to do. Choose 2 points first. 2 readable points. When I say readable points, here is Vida's slide. Do you guys think Vida has marked readable points on her graph? Reactions. Regine says yes. Here are some points. We see thumbs up. We see reactions from Damira. We see reactions from other classmates. So these look like some good readable points to everybody, right? These are the kind of points you should have. You need only 2 points. But Vida has shown me so many more. You can choose any 2 points. That is going to be your starting point. Mia, reconsider your rise and the run. And always do the rising first. Always do the rising first. Michael, please move on to practice question 1 because we don't want to hold you and slow you down. And I am, 3-minute timer went by very fast actually. Okay, so I will start with 2 readable points, class. Let me see. Vida, absolutely, I am here to check and give you feedback. Vida, how much is the slope? You have to tell me the slope. We said slope is 10, slope is 2, slope is -1. What is the slope? Same for Bryson. You got to tell me the slope. Slope has to be a number value, okay? Step 1 is to have 2 points on the graph. My first point is a nice readable point at the origin. Notice everybody? It's a nice readable point at the origin, right? It's nice, neat. I can choose that. My other point is going to be the closest point, is still readable. I will not choose far away points, the 2 points being too far away. The problem is the more far away, the more chances of errors. The more closer the 2 points, the fewer chances of errors. No problem, Vida. You understand this part, right? We have 2 points on our graph. Everybody? And 2 readable points. Everybody can do that? Okay. Remember your stick figure. Don't forget the stick figure is always on the left side, and the stick figure tries to go to the right. Okay? The stick figure starts on the red dot and tries to get to blue. How much is the stick figure gonna rise? How much is the stick figure gonna rise? How much did the stick rising means going up? How much did the stick figure rise? Vida says 2. What about others? Zainab says 2. Rajani says 2. Absolutely. Rising is 2. Running is this direction, towards the right. Now the stick figure gonna go right. How many blocks the stick figure goes right? Regina says only 1. Vida, what do you? Bryson says 1. Jubilee says 1. Yet it's at least on in this particular case, the red and blue, we can say 1. Yes, there you go. Yes, all right, 1. So what is slope? Rise over run over here. See, this is the formula for slope. Rise over run. So rise is 2. Run is 1. Can I say slope is 2 over 1? That's all. Anybody confused? That's all. That's slope. Slope is 2 over 1. And normally anything over 1 is the number itself. So it is 2. Let me check everybody's slide and see if you're actively working. Tamira, Emma. If you love some written words and stuff, you definitely can do my left side. But I know they're pretty simple words and you all try to figure out those. You can definitely, and my following slide does have some words that you can fill in and check if you're right. If you're not precise, it's okay. You don't have to have very precise answers, right? But there are some suggested answers, and they're linked in there. Let's go ahead, move on to another practice question. If you understood how to find slope, got it? If you understand how to find slope, get started. Tell me your rise. Remember, sometimes it is rising. Sometimes it is rising. And sometimes it is also going to be a fall, right? It can be either rising, it can either be fall. Then we have to think about run. And we can create a little fraction and put a slope. In the slope, we are thinking about the rise or it is the fall, whatever that is. I can tell in this one, it looks like a fall. And then you can think about, well, how much is the run? Oh, Bryson, absolutely. Your 3-minute timer starts now, everybody. Apply your knowledge. Apply what you learned. As you're going to show me mastery, I will let you move on your own because you have shown me mastery. Kayla, very good. I see you did the fall first. Rajni, I want to see 2 points on your slide. Start with points. Violet, very good. Zainab, very good. Very good. Regina, 2 points. Now start from the leftmost point because Regina, the stick figure is here. It's always on the left side. Like how we read a book. And goes to the right. So whatever is your leftmost point, try to get to the right. Mia, excellent. But I'm going to see your final answer before I declare that you have shown me mastery. Jubilee, prove that this is what you got. You have to mark 2 points on the graph, Jubilee. George, show me how you're going to do rise and run. And Jubilee, by that I mean, if it was me and I need 2 points, I'll just put a point here. It's such a nice readable point. Right, Jubilee? My next point will be the closest point possible, and it's still going to be readable. My personal choice is like this. Fall is 1. Vida says, yes, Vida, for this case, it is. Kayla, one little thing you want to add on to your answer? Justin, let me see what you're going to give me. Justin, you have a really nice, beautiful, laid out work. Mia, I agree to your answer, but there's one little thing you got to add to it. You have shown me very precise work. Zainab, one little thing you got to add because you have shown me very precise work. Yeritzel, think about rising and falling, right, Yeritzel? How much did you have to go up or down? Okay, think carefully. Alexander, do the rise or the fall. See how much is it. Violet, choose two closest points, get rid of the other points, see how much is the fall or the rise. Vida, you sure the run is 1? Can you mark the run with which color I can say? Mark the run with green. Mark the run with green, mark the fall with a different color so I can see what you want to choose. My timer says 10 seconds more. And the more I guide you and you get to the answer, the more precise and the best it is for learning. Sean Carlo, you have the same points as me? Okay. Class. I did check, Bryson. I did check your work. And that's why I have feedback. Vida, you're right. As a class, I did let some of our class to go practice on their own. And then now we have the rest. For those I have here in my group, as a group, we are forgetting one thing. Tell me thoughtfully, is the stick figure gonna go down or the stick figure gonna go up? Regina says the stick figure is gonna go down. If the stick figure gonna go down, it is not rising, it is falling. Bryson, look at the stick figure. Even from red to blue, it is going down, right? It's going down, 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 all the way. Right? So it is actually a fall, and a fall is going to be negative. See how? Tell me, class, how much the stick figure goes down? How much is going down? It is going down. Regina says 1. Regina says 1, going down 1. Kayla says going down -1. Yeah, because we're going down, I can say -1. Is that, everybody agrees to that? Jubilee and everybody? Mia, yes. Stephen, yes. Very good. Zainab, going down. And remember, you interchange your rise and run, Zainab, right? You interchange, you switch them. -1 is going down. Let's check the run. Now, from here, we want to run to the blue. How much is the run? Regina thinks the running is 2. Kayla thinks, Bryson thinks run is 2. So let's do 2. Now I want the slope. The rise is -1. The run is 2. The slope is this. The slope is -1/2. Okay. Let me see, Jubilee. That makes sense. Sean Carlo. And Mia also says we can also say it is -0.5. Are there questions? Let me know. No matter what points you choose, the slope is going to be -1/2 or -0.5. If I was to write an equation to define the graph, to describe the graph mathematically, now I can say, well, my equation is y equals -1/2 x. Everybody happy with that? This is the equation looks like, right? Is everybody happy with that? There any questions? Okay, no questions. Notice we also have to practice writing some equations. If you can get there, we can get there, right? Now one little piece is missing. Where did the graph start? The B is missing. Where did the graph start at? Mathematicians? Kayla, yes. Regina, I disagree. I say reconsider. Yes, Regina, there you go. Mathematicians call that point a y-intercept. And in the equations, they represent it with letter B. It is the y-intercept. So far, only Kayla and Regina have told me how much the starting point is. Yeah, Bryson, this thing is embedded in your plan. If you go to your schedule, you will see it says Math Life class notes, September 23rd. There's so many questions in there, right? There's 15 questions in there for you. Bryson, okay? So the y-intercept, I'm going to clean the slide. Kayla and Regina are saying it's going to be 8. Y-intercept. Vida, Bryson, do you guys think it is going to be 8? Y-intercept crosses the graph at 8. Vida says yes. Justin, what do you say? Sean Carlo, what do you say? George, you say 8? It cuts y-axis. Oh, I see thumbs up. So now can I say if the y-intercept is 8, positive 8, I can complete the equation by saying plus 8. Hey class, did you notice I can complete the equation by saying plus 8 now? I have a full complete equation. Got it? Yeah, I have the slope, negative half. I have the starting point 8. You understand that? Show me your mastery. A lot of you guys always wonder, well, Miss Syed, you taught us and it makes sense, but how will we be tested? This is how you will be tested. Okay? What am I going to test you over? I will test you over slope from graphs. Slope from graphs. This is a graph. This is how when the students were tested few years ago, they given a graph. All the question wants, what is the slope of the graph of this function in decimal form? If you understand what we are learning today, what we are talking about, this is your check for understanding. 3-minute timer starts. Go show me mastery. As you show me mastery, I will let you fly by on your own. I see Regine and Alexander has actively working slides. On the actual questions, no notes are going to be given. All the notes have to be in your mind. Do not bring any notes to the test sites. Don't bring anything with yourself, just some snacks, right? So for this question, see, no notes are given. You need to remember how to find slope. Nice, Regine. Zainab first is going to be rising. And Zainab, remember one thing. No problem, Vida. When it comes to assessment kind of words, it makes confusion, right? It makes people confused. So I'm not trying to scare you. Just feel easy. It's not your real STAR test. Zainab, the stick figure will start from the left side only. The stick figure never changes where it starts from. Like if you're reading a book, you cannot read it from right side to left. Have you guys ever tried to read from right side to the left? Your brain's gonna be so confused. Oh my gosh, right, Zainab? The stick figure tries to stay like the book reading is. I really like how Yeritzel, you put rise and then you put run. I really like how Mia did rise over run. Kayla, excellent. You have shown me mastery for today. And interestingly, sometimes STAR test gives you the points. All you gotta do is move the stick person. Check. How much is the guy rising? How much is the stick person rising? Everybody, tell me how much is the rise. It's not too hard. Tell me how much is the rise. No, not 3 in this case, because I'm going to follow the points given in the question. Not 4. How much is the rise? Kayla says the rise is 6. Yeritzel thinks the rise is 6, and it says the rise is 6. You have to be very precise. Hop on the mic. Who's speaking? Okay, if you guys agree to rise being 6, 10. Oh, 3-minute timer says it is time. Alexander, see dear, it is 6. How do I know it is 6? See how much I go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice it is not touching the line. It's a little bit up. It's one block up. So I went all the way up so I can go straight to the other dots. Alexander, I went up 6. Vida, see, you redo it. And also notice I start from -5. This is 5 blocks. And I go one more up. This also tells me I'm going up 6. This line is going to be 6. Okay, these are 2 ways my brain is thinking. I looked at the lesson before I'm teaching you, right? So this is how I was able to figure out because I was reading the points given. Well, how much is the running part? How much is the running part? Let me see if you guys can do the good calculations here. Very precisely. 1? No, Yeritzo. Kayla says 12. 12 looks very correct. Janab says 12. It is 12. Rajini says 12. So how much is slope? M is the slope. And slope is rise is 6. Run is 12. And I can say, no problem, no problem. It's okay. We are all learning, right, Yarso? Rise is 6, run is 12. So the slope is going to be in decimals how much? Decimal, it said decimal, guys. 0.5. Vida is already thinking about starting point. Okay, it is going to be 0.5. Yes, Vida, we will talk about starting point. Alexander, Bryson, Regine, very good. You're all at mastery. Well, everybody, tell me a partial equation for this line at this time. Give me a partial equation. Tell me what y equals. Partial equation, guys. Y equals. Kayla, I don't agree. I say reconsider, Kayla. Y equals. Quickly, let me see who's going to be the first 3 people to type in my partial equation because you know slope is 0.5. Partial equation will say y equals 0.5x. Y equals half x, right? And Jubilee, half or 0.5x. That's partial equation. But in order to complete it, Vida is talking about starting point. Vida, what is the starting point? B. B is the starting point. Zainab thinks 6. Where does the graph cut y-axis? Where does the graph cut y-axis? Let's clean the graph to figure that out. I've seen StarTest has really beautiful options at this point. Make sure you will use those to figure out your answers precisely. It cuts y-axis over here, Zainab. What is the point here? Can you read the number at the red dot? It cuts, this is y-axis, right? -2. Kayla says -2. Regina says -2. I will erase plus b because it's not a plus. It is a minus and it is 2. It's not plus. My complete equation is y equals 0.5x minus 2. Michael, the mic is all yours. Michael F. How do I help you? B is 6, Vida? Vida, B is over here on the y-axis, dear. Okay, where the graph is cutting y-axis, this cuts as -2. So this is the B, -2. Okay, very good, very good. Michael, the mic is yours. Everybody, you are dismissed. Michael F., the mic is all yours. If you have questions, let me know before we end the session. Everybody is dismissed. Make sure to join your next class on time. It starts in 5 minutes. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see each other tomorrow.